Invincible Versus is a fighting game that plays very much unlike most fighting games out there. From its unique 3v3 tag mechanics, to its two-way interactable combo system, to the fact that every character can basically do a super easy 0 to death combo if the opponent doesn't know how to break out of it.
Yeah, how you like this? Just fucking die!
If you want to get a leg up on the competition in ranked play, or just want a better understanding of how Invincible Versus fighting system works, here's a starter guide to get good at Invincible Versus in just about 8 minutes. Just as a quick disclaimer, there are a lot of button differences between the standard and motion input control styles. I play with motion input, so that's what I'll be referring to in this video, but when there's a discrepancy, I'll do my best to post an image from the command list of what the input would be if you were playing on the standard simplified controls. Let's start by breaking down how combos work in Invincible Versus. First, combo logic. You can always cancel a button into another button of the same strength or higher. So, for example, lights combo into other lights, mediums, and heavies. Mediums combo into other mediums and heavies only combo into other heavies. Special moves and supers can be cancelled into from anything. So, for example, a common low-hitting bread and butter combo for most characters might be crouching light, medium, heavy, and down heavy, which will launch, and then you can hold up to follow them and do another combo string in the air. Pressing down and heavy in the air will generally send the opponent back down to the ground, but some characters have unique dive kicks that don't ground bounce, so you'll have to adjust your combo accordingly. Now here's the important part. Longer combos aren't necessarily better. The combo meter here dictates how long your combo can be. When it fills up, the next hit will cause your combo to drop. Unless you use a boosted special move, which will cause the meter to stay where it currently is. There are two ways to reduce this meter. The first is by using a boosted dash. So in a grounded combo, you can press down and heavy to knock them into the air, press down and heavy again to knock them back down, and then do a boosted dash downwards to squeeze in another hit or two. The main way though that you'll be substantially extending your combos is by using active tags, which is done by holding down one of your assist buttons while mid-combo. Doing so will dramatically bring down the meter, allowing you to continue the combo with the new character. However, there is counterplay to this. Counter tags can be done by inputting medium and heavy right before the opponent's active tag hits you. If you take nothing else away from this video, it should be this. You need to make sure that you're keeping an eye out for active tags. They are actually pretty easy to react to if you're looking for them. You especially need to keep an eye out for them after supers, as they are the only way to continue a combo after landing one. That said, there is a mind game element to this, because if I predict that you're going to use a counter tag, I can either delay my active tag by pressing heavy before the active tag lands to try and throw off your timing, or I can do a hard call out by feinting it altogether. If I feint and you counter tag, you're left completely vulnerable, I get a new combo meter to fill up, and your assists are on a 3-second cooldown before you can try again. On the flip side of that, if I feint and you don't counter tag, then I'm the one that's open for a full combo. One extra note about delaying your counter tag: if you do this, you don't just get to continue your combo as normal. There's a lot of recovery on a delayed counter tag, so if you plan to do one, you should look to immediately cancel into either a down heavy in the air or a boosted special move to keep your combo going. Otherwise, the combo will just drop. Feints are risky, but important if you see that your opponent is just thoughtlessly counter tagging everything you do. There's no perfect answer here of when you should counter tag, when you should delay active tag, when you should feint, and when you should do nothing in effort to predict the feint. Mix up your options, try to pick up on your opponent's habits, and accept that occasionally you will get baited or be wrong on a call. Don't let it get to you. One pitfall that I've seen a lot of players fall into is relying very heavily on assist breaks to get out of combos. I personally think this is a bad idea. Assist breakers are more commonly available than most combo break mechanics in other games, but they're also much more expensive in terms of the resources spent. This is performed by pressing dash and assist at the same time. At the cost of 2 bars of your boost meter, 50% health taken as recoverable red health of whatever assist was used to make the save, and an extended 10-second cooldown on both assists, meaning you can't counter tag if you get hit again during this cooldown. Even if you stop your active character from taking a bunch of damage, all it takes is one losing interaction for the opposing player to be able to snap your damaged assists back in, taking away all the health that they've yet to restore. Not to mention, now you're down 2 bars of boost, your damaged character is basically off limits for tags, else they'll lose their recoverable life, and you also risk using the assist breaker while the opponent does an invulnerable super, which essentially renders the breaker useless, while still incurring the penalties. That's not to say that you should never use an assist breaker, especially if you're facing an opponent that has shown that they have some really damaging solo character combos up their sleeves, and the alternative is losing that character. But you should use assist breakers as a last resort rather than a first look. If you're faced against someone who's using a lot of assist breaks, make sure to punish them hard by using snapbacks to forcibly swap the active character to the one that's sitting with 50% of their health. Obviously, if you can get the kill on the active character, just go for that. But if the current active character is still relatively healthy, and they've got an inactive character that's recovering a bunch of life with every second that they sit on the sidelines, bring their ass in. Snapbacks are performed by pressing forward medium and assist 2 for the middle character, and back medium and assist 2 for the top character. Personally, I have this bound to a macro on my controller. Make sure that you're snapping the right opponent in. You're also at a frame advantage when the opponent gets snapped in, allowing you to keep your offense going, unless you think that the opponent will use some sort of invincible reversal or super. Don't forget about your defensive tools as well. Push blocks, back plus light and medium, only cost a half a bar of meter and are a great way to create some space against an attacking opponent. Not only that, but you can even potentially lead to whiff punish opportunities if you use it against the right move and at the right time. Heroic strikes, meanwhile, can be performed by pressing medium and assist 1 while you're blocking an opponent's attacks. These are pretty pricey at 1.5 bars of meter, but can basically stop an opponent's offense dead in its tracks, and leave you at a slight frame advantage, allowing you to take your own offensive turn. Another important thing to note in Invincible Versus are its movement options. There are 3 ways to dash: double tap forward, press light and medium at the same time, or a dash macro. Dash macro is obviously the easiest and preferred method of dashing, so try to get used to using it as much as you can. You can cancel a dash by pressing down, which will let you move a bit more unpredictably, bait out a reaction from your opponent, and in some cases, move across the screen faster because you're canceling the recovery of your dash. If you're okay with spending meter, boosted dashes are incredibly good, especially with characters that can fly, as they can boost dash while in the air, allowing you to do things like jump back and diagonally dash forward to try to catch the opponent walking forward, quickly boost forward on the ground to try and catch them by surprise, or leap over a projectile and get right up in the opponent's face. As this is a tag fighting game, don't neglect your assists. Every character has 2 assists, and while some characters have better assists than others, each one can at least help you extend your pressure after a block string, and potentially start a combo if the opponent tries to press a button when they shouldn't, or cover an unsafe move. The forward assist is generally what you'll use to extend your pressure, while the back assist is usually the more unique among the two. For some characters, it might shoot out a projectile. Others still are excellent at starting combos in neutral. Experiment with your team and find a way to work your assists into your game. And those are just a few tips to start winning matches in Invincible Versus. Thanks for watching, and for more Invincible Versus, make sure to check out my review, along with the first minutes of the game. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.